Hello guys, I'm going to be doing a data analysis on some data that Seb and Seth have shared with me for their candle combustion experiment. All right, I've made a copy of this so they can go and do this for themselves. It's important everyone knows how to run a spreadsheet, how to organize data, how to do graphs, because it'll be very important. It's a useful life skill to have. All right, so in this experiment, for those who haven't done it, Seb and Seth have different sized beakers, and they use that to extinguish a flame. They put the beaker over the top of the flame of a candle, and they time for how long it took for the flame to go out. So we have some times here. They express in minutes and seconds. All right. Now, first thing you notice, when you go and put numbers into a spreadsheet, they move to the right. That's how you know that that's a numeric value in the spreadsheet. All right, anything you put in words goes to the left. And notice in these cases, we have things that we want to express in numbers. We have the volume of beakers, and we have the time in minutes and seconds. Okay, 4 problems. This semicolon is going to turn this into a word, essentially, as far as the spreadsheet goes. So that's why it's on the left and not the right. Same with mentioning the units. So if you put the L in there or the ML in here, it treats as the word. So we need to reorganize this. There's also a problem that comes of mixing your time units. So if you've got minutes and seconds, this average over here will not be correct. So we're going to fix it up as well. Let's start with some titles. So we're going to start with beaker size, beaker volume, I should say. Okay, and we're going to put that all in one type of unit. So we've got mixed units as well. So this is not bad for just recording the raw data, but we're going to just change this up a little bit so that it's going to be nice and neat. So if we've got 2 liters, that will be 2,000 milliliters, 1,000, and 600, 250, 100. Okay. All right, so that's important. Notice that these are all on the right. That is how this works. This is the way you have to do it. Okay. Now, let's put in, okay, we're going to put in these times. Now, I can probably copy out most of these, but I can't copy out. I'm going to copy and edit these. So these ones that don't have any minutes on there, actually, I'll do all of them. Let's just move these over here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to move these here. I'm going to edit them. Okay. Now, I'm going to call this, I'll put a little title over the top of this. So this is the time for candle to extinguish. And that's in seconds. We'll put 1 time unit seconds. All right. All right. And we're going to, this is time 1, time 2, time 3. And I'll call this the average time. Okay. So we need to fix up a few things. First of all, let's get rid of all these semicolons. So as soon as I do that, you notice they move to the right. So it's going to take me a while. You might just want to skip until I've done all of these. You can skip until I'm ready to do the, oopsies, ready to do the top ones. Okay. So I'm going to do all the ones that don't have any minutes yet. Okay. All right. All right. So we've got all the times here. Now, for the ones that do have minutes, now we need to make them 1 unit. So remember, 1 minute is 60 seconds. So if we have 1 minute, we have 60 seconds plus 25.16. So 25 plus 60 is 85. So just put 8 there. That's that one. Okay, and the repeat, just add 60 to the seconds value, and you'll have it, so it'll be 101. And this one will be 94. Okay, now the average here, I'm going to do an average. I'm going to do a command. All right, average. Okay, and then I'm going to highlight the ones I want to average. So that's going to carry out the average for me. Now you can just add them up and divide by 3. That works too. All right. Okay, let's just put these. Okay, and I can also drag that command down. It does the rest of them. It's close, but it's not quite the same. And you notice there's a bit of a difference between like these answers because the times are very close. The averaging used in minutes, actually, it's really just this one that's going to be different, but the rest of them are just rounded values. All right, so those are my averages, and they're being calculated with the spreadsheet. All right, so now that I've done that, I want to graph beaker volume versus average time. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy that. I'm just going to put this off to the side over here. All right. I'm also going to do the same with my average times, but I'm going to copy these. I'm going to paste. I'm going to paste spreadsheets. Because I did this with a formula, it's important that I go paste values only. There, I copy the values. If you did that, you'll spaz out because it would actually copy the command that I'd use to do this. All right. So how you go about doing if you did the averages yourself and you just want to plonk them in here, that's fine. Just type them in, and it's fine either way. Okay. Now, the reason why I did it this way is by highlighting these two, and particularly having the independent value, the beaker volume, and the dependent value, the average time of combustion on the left and right hand sides. This is going to make the graph correct because this will graph on the x-axis and this will graph on the y-axis. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a scatter graph. All right, so we're going to insert, we go into chart. All right. Now, column chart is not the one we want. We want a scatter plot. Okay, there we go. All right, because it takes into account. So you notice how you get some values that are close together. That's because we have some beakers that only were slightly larger, but essentially this is more than twice the size. But we're talking about small beakers. All right, and then this one's more than twice the size. The next one, this one's actually less than twice, and this one's actually double that last one. But because of there's a big gap, there's no 1.5 liter one, so you notice how there's a gap in there. This is a more valid way of expressing this sort of data across. So we're going to change a few things. I'm going to make the title of this a little bit more descriptive. So average time of combustion, or average time to extinguish, versus the volume. I'll just go beaker volume. All right, and I don't need to keep the units in there. All right, because the units are on, you notice that these titles that I used are on the X and Y axis. I don't have to add them now, which is really good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to edit a few things. I want to get a line of best fit. That's the only other thing I really want to have. All right. All right. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the legend there. That makes it a little bit larger. So I'm only showing one here. So I got rid of the legend. So that was in the customized legend position. I put none. Okay. Now I do want to have a line of best fit. Let's see if I remember how to do that. The menus have changed slightly. Okay. No, it's not there. Customize. Series. All right, I want a trend line. So we're going to go into series and put a trend line in here. And there, we're pretty much, that's it. Okay, so that's what you need for your results. Now, I'm going to put the whole table of results in here. Now, I'm going to have a C. So if I put in my results, so when you get up to the results part of your assignment, you put, okay, you put your title in results. Let's put that as some sort of, that can be our title, okay, results. All right, and then we're going to put a table in. Let's have a look. So if we're going to copy in all the value, including the averages, we need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's do a 5 by 6. Let's just see if I can do that this way. Let's insert a table. Okay. All right. Now I should just be able to copy this into my doc. There we go. As simple as that. Bigger volume, and I might just put something here a little bit more descriptive. All right. Actually, what I might do is I'm going to insert a row above. I'm going to show you why in a minute. And I'm going to merge all these ones together. All right. And I'm going to make this more descriptive. All right. Time taken for candle to extinguish under the beaker. So see, I've made that quite obvious what's going on here. So this is the beaker volume in milliliters, and this is the time taken. So all these values here, the time taken for the candle to extinguish. I can also, I might just shave these a little bit. Let's make it look consistent. All right, so we should be rounding correctly. So round up if you need to. Whoops, what happened there? No, where's that? All right, that one becomes an 8. That rounds up to a 2. So I'm rounding because all these values are pretty much 2 decimal places, so I'm keeping that consistent. Okay. All right. So there you go. All right, now I can also include my graph. So all I got to do with that is just go and copy, Control V, Control C, depending on what you happen to be using. Control V. Okay. No, I just want to copy it. There you go. So that's what I wanted. Okay, so that's how you do your results. So we've got a complete result table, including the averages, nice titles, a nice graph with a line of best fit, with titles, with axis titles and units. That's what I'm looking for your results. All right, guys, thank you for watching.